Hello everyone, I am back. We're gonna have another Wi-Fi battle, and it's going to be up against Heisenberg247. This is a guy that, well, the only thing I'm gonna say about this guy is that, first of all, I don't like him, and second of all, despite me not liking him, I cannot deny that this guy has had a huge influence on how I battle in the future. And just looking at his team alone speaks for itself, basically, because this is actually supposed to be an OU battle, and looking at his team, that looks nothing like an OU battle. I mean, OU team tier, what the hell. It is the OU tier, but it doesn't look very OU-ish, if I can say that. So yeah, this kind of made me wonder what exactly was he trying to do. And here we go. I'm gonna lead off with Skarmory, and he's gonna lead off with Argon. I hate Argon, by the way. But he leads off with Ninetales, which is annoying, because I was actually gonna go for the Stealth Rocks, taking advantage of the Sturdy ability if he tries to go for the Fire Blast. But he actually makes an ingenious play, and actually flings back the rocks with me with Xatu. I didn't actually know that Actually, I think I did know that it had Magic Bounce, but I wasn't aware, or I just forgot that he had Xatu. I don't know what was going in my mind, but he made the good play and actually went for the Magic Bounce to bounce back the rocks that I was gonna lay, trying to abuse the Sturdy ability with Skarmory. So I just switch in the Zapdos here, and he's gonna switch out the Xatu because he knows it's not an ideal matchup, and he goes into Phosphorus here, which, by the way, why isn't this thing named Damage? Fun fact, this guy has actually battled Shofu, and he doesn't even name his thing Damage. Wow. Anyways, so I go for the Roost on the switch because I had a feeling he was gonna switch out. But holy shit, even with defense investment and HP as well, this thing one-shotted me from full HP. I was like, whoa. But then I realized it was also in the sun, so I was like, oh shit. I kind of just fucked myself over right there. Well, actually, there was not really much I could do because there was literally no switch-ins to a sun-boosted Flare Blitz from a Darmanitan, honestly. I go into Keldeo here just to freaking Sacred Sword this thing for damage. And he switches into Acetine, which is this Whimsicott, and I go back into Skarmory because I don't want this thing to Giga Drain me or anything. He actually goes for the Moonblast, so no Giga Drain, I guess, but Moonblast still super effective on Keldeo, which makes sense. It's a Life Orb Whimsicott, so that's kind of interesting. He switches out really aggressively, by the way, and goes back into Bismuth, which is the Xatu. And I just go for the Brave Bird because I wanted to just get some damage on something, because right now this guy's actually outplaying me like crazy. This is exactly what I mean by him having an influence on how I battled in the future, because this guy said he wanted an OU battle, and then he brought this lower tier team against me. Well, I brought all this tryhardness of a team that I made, because I thought he wanted to do OU. I didn't know he wanted to do a lower tier, but he said OU, so I don't know. And I go back into Keldeo. I did not expect Thunder Wave from the Xatu. And he switches out and he goes back into Ninetales, which hasn't taken any damage, and that sucks because he sets up the sun again, and the only thing I can really go for with this thing is just Sacred Sword because it hits literally everything, and it's not reduced in power with the sun up like Hydro Pump is. So yeah, and here I had to switch into Skarmory just to sack it. I did expect the Solar Beam, but honestly I expected a Flamethrower or a Fire Blast to kill me right after, so I just sent in Skarmory to sack it. I couldn't get the rocks up, so it was basically useless now. He does miss the Fire Blast, which is actually really bad for him anyways. And I get to go for the Defog, and then he misses another Fire Blast, and then I just get to KO this thing with Brave Bird. That right there was a saving grace, because honestly this Skarmory would have been gone if he didn't miss the Fire Blast twice in a row. Like, holy shit, when does that ever happen? Okay, I switch out here because he goes into Darmanitan, and I was thinking, you know what, let's sack Keldeo instead, because I feel like, while this is a fire team, I think this thing is going to be useless considering it's slow. And it was kind of a mistake because this thing managed to live, but I don't know if it would have lived to, if that was a min roll. If it was, then maybe it was a mistake, but if not, and if it was just a low roll or something, then yeah, I probably did make a mistake sacking this thing, because it could have done a lot more work, but it was paralyzed, so I kind of figured it would be useless. I still had the Scarf Jirachi, which I was threatening to flinch it to death, basically. He goes back into Bismuth, and I was actually going for the Heart Stamp because, yeah, he had Mega Houndoom. I don't know. Actually, that's actually a bad idea now that I think about it. I don't know. I just wanted to go for Heart Stamps, and he actually anticipated that and actually switched into Zatoom. I guess he didn't want to go into Houndoom because his defense, Houndoom's defense is actually really bad. That even resisted Iron hits can do a lot of damage to it. Knowing that he'd probably want to go for the Thunder Wave again, I just switched back into Lopunny here. Well, not back into Lopunny. I sent out Lopunny for the first time here. And actually, I go for the Power Punch. I do not Mega Evolve because just in case he wants to keep going for Thunder Waves, and he does. I won't take super effective damage from Psyshock or Psychic or whatever it has. So, and I'm just here gonna go for a bunch of Power Punches just to get to +2. He goes back into Astatine. And also, these things can carry Stun Spore, so I just kept going for the Power Punch still as Lopunny. And then here, I actually just KO this this Whimsicott with just Lopunny. So that's actually kind of cool. My Lopunny actually just KO'd something without Mega Evolving. Now here I decide to Mega Evolve because this thing is actually going to be a problem. So I Mega Evolve and I just go for the Drain Punch. I do not outspeed this thing because Dugtrio has ridiculously high speed. And he manages to go for the Earthquake. And if it's Choice Banded, it might KO. But this is clearly not Choice Banded because it's Sashed actually. I realized that later that it was a Sashed Dugtrio. So I do get to outspeed it the next turn and I just get to go for another Drain Punch. And thankfully I got pretty much back to almost full HP, which is actually really good. And this Dugtrio is actually gone, and I'm glad that thing is gone because that thing could have like Arena Trapped me or something. Now here he goes into Bismuth. I guess he thought he could take an Ice Punch or wasn't expecting the Ice Punch and just wanted to go for the Thunder Wave. But that was probably his only bad play. But honestly, with the bullshit that happened earlier with the double Fire Blast miss, I think honestly he was still making the right plays in most cases anyway. So here he goes into Darmanitan, and I actually was kind of just hoping he would be Choice Banded, but it wasn't, so I just kind of lost Lopunny like nothing. And here, because he went for Superpowers, actually anticipating him to switch out, but he didn't, so I was like, okay, so I'm going to just KO this thing with a Leaf Storm. And I do. I take out the Darmanitan, and get a special attack raise. And then from here, I think he goes into his last Pokemon, which is Houndoom. My Lopunny really put in work, and that's one thing I'm going to say right now. But it's against an underused team, so it's kind of like, eh. It's not really saying much. He finally goes into Technetium, which is the Mega Houndoom, and this was actually a 50-50. I was thinking of going for Substitute, but the fact that I can outspeed the Houndoom as it Mega Evolves kind of made me want to go for Leaf Storm before just dying. But I didn't expect them to carry Protect on this thing. I know Diance's carry Protect, but I didn't expect Houndoom to carry Protect. But oh well. And I just lose Serperior without getting any form of damage on it. Now here I go into Jirachi and I go for the U-turn. And the reason why I go for U-turn is because this is not my last Pokemon yet. My last, I still have Skarmory left, and I just go for the U-turn just to get some damage before this thing kills me. Now he KOs my Skarmory with the Dark Pulse, and now my last Pokemon is Jirachi. And now unfortunately here for this part of the battle, I literally have to rely on the RNG gods to basically allow me to freaking finish this Houndoom off by just flinching it to death, which is kind of annoying, and I'm pretty sure this guy didn't take that very well whatsoever either, but honestly I kind of just had to do what I had to do. I got to flinch him once, and actually I didn't flinch him there, and then he went for Protect. I don't know why. And then I just went for another Iron Head, cause yeah. And this time I get the flinch. It didn't kill me with Dark Pulse, so I was so glad. And then I just went for another Iron Head, and I did flinch it. He went for Protect again, I don't know why. And then I got another flinch with the Iron Head, and I was like, phew. Now here he just protects because he's being a bit of a bitch. But honestly, at this point I won. Fun fact, I actually did beg this guy not to forfeit, because honestly at this point he wanted to forfeit apparently. I just didn't want him to. But yeah, I do finish off the Houndoom with Jirachi, and I actually win. Now, if you think that this is over with, you're completely mistaken, because actually, you're gonna see that it's because this guy was he was looking for battles, and then he said that if you beat him, he'll get you whatever mon you want, and I said I'll do that, and I wanted a Clefable that was unaware. and he told me that after I beat him, that I can actually get it from him. And I said, and I actually had him wait. But as you're gonna see, this is just the first battle. As you're gonna see, there's gonna be another battle, and the reason why is gonna be a little bit ridiculous. It's mostly because of the fact that he just kind of challenged me out of nowhere this time. But you're gonna see what comes out of that in the next battle. So for now, just stay tuned, because yeah, this battle, the battle that follows is gonna be really heartbreaking, honestly. So yeah, just take it easy, and I'll catch you in the next video.